You're getting remanded right now. You're going to do them right now. So this is a decision you made. The court didn't make it for you. This is 6 days, Ingham County Jail. You'll serve the full 6 days, Ingham County Jail. I'm discharging you from probation unsuccessfully because I'm tired of babysitting you. In the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Wyman Hunter, 23-02677, council appearance.
On behalf of the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Hunter, who is approaching council table now.
Today was the date that was scheduled for a probation violation hearing. I think the violation that I have here is that Mr. Hunter failed for a cognitive consultant to appear for testing September 16th, September 25th, September 26th, October 2nd, October 3rd, October 10th, and October 15th. How are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, we do not intend to run a contested hearing.
You're guilty to the violation, sir? Yeah. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? I do. Thank you. You can put your hand down. You understand that you have the right to have a contested hearing, to have the probation and the prosecution prove the violations against you? Yes. You understand that if you're found to be in violation of your probation, you could be facing jail time? Yes. You want to waive your hearing today? You want to have a contested hearing, or do you want to plead guilty?
I'll plead guilty.
Okay, anybody threatening you to do that?
No.
Any promises being made to you if you plead guilty? As to the violation that you have failed to appear for testing on September 16th, September 25th, September 26th, October 2nd, 3rd, 10th, and 15th. How do you plead? Yolanda? Actual basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Hunter, is it true that on or about March 19th of 2024, you were sentenced by Judge Simmons?
Yeah.
And at that time, as a condition of your probation, you were ordered to attend random urinalysis or preliminary breath testing.
Yeah.
And is it true that on the dates read out by the judge today that you failed to do testing at cognitive consultants? And you know that's a violation of your terms of probation. Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Any questions from the prosecution?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, the court is also satisfied with the factual basis. I'll accept your plea if I can be freely, voluntarily, and intelligently made. States here that is overall attitude has been fair. Acceptance of responsibility for overall progress poor, because Mr. Wyman refuses to take probation seriously. He continues to disregard his testing and make excuses as to why he isn't going. He hasn't even called the hotline to see if he needs to test since October 28th. A weekend in jail is recommended. You can make allocution.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did review the reports from Mr. Neves with Mr. Hunter, and Mr. Hunter is fully acknowledging that this is an incredibly stupid oversight to be making a mistake on his part. And I think it's one that's evidenced by his age here. He's young, and I do think that Mr. Neves' impression of overall attitude is fair. Mr. Hunter is complying with other terms of probation, including recently successfully completing his cognitive behavioral therapy. He admits that he is struggling with this particular order and that the fault for that lies entirely with himself. He and I talked about how some people struggle to get up early, and yet we have to do it anyway. So he and I talked about moving forward, what is going to have to happen here to make sure that he does not appear in front of the court with these same issues. And so we discussed specifically his plans to set multiple alarms. He's supposed to be calling daily between, I believe, 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. to cognitive consultants to see if he has to go test. So we talked about those alarms need to be set at 6:30, 7:30 to make sure he gets up and makes that phone call. And I talked about how to get his kind of support system in place to help him to make sure he's complying with all these orders. And to that end, his father appeared with him today, and I spoke with him as well about how Mr. Hunter gets through this, making responsible, mature decisions, because he admits that this is just an area of his life where I think he needs to just grow up a little. And getting up and making a phone call is about as simple as it comes when it comes to kind of growing up here, because the end result of not doing that is jail. And in other parts of his life, it means loss of jobs, loss of relationships. And this is the kind of most serious it can come. So moving forward, there's no recommendation that probation be terminated here. So continuing forward with his probation, these are the plans he has to move forward to make sure this is not a continuing issue, as well as continuing to work with Mr. Neves on any other required part of his probation. I suppose the big ask I would make of the court here is, this is obviously a holiday weekend, which is a punishment in and of itself, and fully acknowledging that the weekend in jail here is recommended and not unrealistic or unfair at this point. If there's any world in which the board would consider allowing Mr. Hunter to serve that weekend, December 6th to the 8th, as opposed to this weekend, that would be the only request we make of the board at this time.
Does your client want to say anything?
Everything she just said, it lines up pretty well. Only main issue I have is getting up and calling the hotline for drug testing,
Why is that an issue?
because I don't make it my priority to be up during the times that I'm.
Whose fault is that?
That's what
But it was a court order and you knew that,
I do.
and but you still didn't make it a priority. Correct? Okay, the other concern that I have, you're not even getting up to make the phone calls. Not even that you're gonna test, or maybe you call later, I'm late, can you reschedule me? Is there another time that I can do this? You're just completely blatantly disregarding the court's order because it doesn't align up with whatever you got going on for your day. Are you working? Where are you working now? You still at McAllister's? When do you work there? What days do you work there?
It's usually like 3 days out the week.
What time?
11 to 3.
Okay, and so you're working about 4 hours, 3 days a week?
Varies, but yeah.
Okay, but no more than 4 hours, 3 days a week?
Not every time, but sometimes I'll be there from like 4 to 9:30. And then recently it's been like 4 hours, but usually like it varies.
Okay, but you know to get up and go to work though, correct?
Yeah,
But when it comes to following the court order, that you don't know,
I do know.
you just don't feel like doing it.
It's actually a struggle
Why is it a struggle?
because I don't get up in time.
And you don't, what time are you supposed to go and check to see testing time? What time is that for you?
Times are between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. if I'm not mistaken.
Wait,
Sometimes I wake up at 9 a.m. and I call them and they don't, like, I can't, you know what I'm saying, schedule it at that time.
because you're calling after 9, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you have a cell phone, correct?
I do.
And your cell phone comes with an alarm, doesn't it?
Okay.
Okay, what kind of phone do you have? iPhone?
iPhone.
iPhone 11, okay, so I have an iPhone 11 too. I know it has an alarm, the alarm's pretty loud. I also know that if I told you, if you call me between 4 and 9 tomorrow, and I'm gonna give you $1,000, my phone would ring at 4:01. You know that I know that to be sure. You don't care to do what you're supposed to do. It's not my fault that it's Thanksgiving. You're the one who created the atmosphere which brought us here today. Not only that, I promised you 3 days from the last violation, if I had another violation. You're getting 6 days. You're getting remanded right now. You're gonna do them right now. So this is the decision you made. The court didn't make it for you. This is 6 days, Ingham County Jail. You'll serve the full 6 days, Ingham County Jail. I'm discharging you from probation unsuccessfully because I'm tired of babysitting you. Good luck to you in the future, sir.